Rise and grind. The E.H. Taylor lineup. Let's get into the list. Here at Rise and Grind, we equip you with everything that you need. We share with you whiskeys, cognacs, cigars. We provide you with grooming and wealth building tips. And on this video, we want to share with you one of the pioneers of bourbon. We want to take you through one of Buffalo Trace's best lineups, and that is the E.H. Taylor lineup. Now, Colonel E.H. Taylor is known as the father of modern day bourbon. He wasn't an actual military person, but the governor of Kentucky granted him the title of colonel. He was an innovator, and so he brought about a lot of the technology that we use today in making bourbon. He built factories. He was pivotal in the Congress passing the Bottled in Bond Act. And so Colonel E.H. Taylor was a pivotal voice, a pivotal person in this passion of ours. And today we want to go over the lineup that Buffalo Trace has attributed to him. And the first whiskey that we're going to look at is the E.H. Taylor Small Batch. And so this retails for about $40. I bought this between $40 and $75. This is my second or third bottle of this. That is what you should be paying. Now, of course, you're gonna see it priced at well in excess of $100. This is a great bourbon. Because I've been buying it for about $40, I can't really pay more than $75. And so I'll try to stay below $75, maybe below $100. This is a great bourbon. I've said time and time again that this is my favorite bourbon to have with a cigar. And the reason for that is because this gives you notes of leather and tobacco. And so there's just something about this. There's an earthiness to this. There's a smooth texture to this. It's velvety. And there's that taste, that leatherish, tobacco-ish taste. Now, it doesn't taste bad. It doesn't taste like you're drinking tobacco leaves and leather, because you also get a lot of raisins. You get this sweetness to it. And so there's this complementing factor of this smooth, velvety, leatherish taste that is heightened and accented by this taste of raisins. And so sprinkle in that some black pepper, and that is what you get. Well balanced, a great bourbon. Whenever I'm celebrating and drinking and having a cigar, I'm gonna reach for this. E.H. Taylor, the Small Batch. Next, we're gonna look at the E.H. Taylor Single Barrel. And so I got this, I was at Total Wine, and the owner, as soon as I walked in, he called me, said he's got something for me, and he went in the back and got me this single barrel. They were supposed to put this out for a drop the next day, but he said, hey, you can have yours now. And so when you've built up relationships with people, they're gonna do things like that just to help you out. And I'm really glad he did, because I got this retail. And so I paid about $60 for this. I think for the single barrel of this, secondary, $200, maybe even more. Again, I would pay $100 for it. It's a great bourbon. Just like the Small Batch, you get that dried fruit, you get that raisin, whereas the Small Batch is more leathery and you get that tobacco note. This, it goes into raisin, but also this butterscotch. And so you get some spice, raisin, butterscotch, great balance, same proof. So they're both 100 proof. And so this, excellent, 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 amazing pour. This is bourbon done right. This is one of the finest bottles that I have. I love the proof that it comes in at. It's very approachable. It's not barrel proof. A great proof, great taste, great complexity, and great balance. This is one of my favorite bottles of bourbon. E.H. Taylor Single Barrel. And the next whiskey that we're gonna look at, we have here, we've got the E.H. Taylor Barrel Proof. Now I've got a pour of this because a great subscriber, Dave, sent me a sample of this. And this, as soon as I poured it, smelled it, tasted, this is a glass of wow. And so I thank Dave for sending me this, and I thank all of you for watching. I thank you for being a part of this community where we share our passions, we share whiskeys and cigars with each other, we share our stories. And so join this community, hit the subscribe button, and let me know, are you a big fan of the E.H. Taylor lineup? What is your favorite from the lineup? Leave a comment, hit like, and again, join this community. Now I've got in front of me a glass of wow. That's exactly what this is. This is a heavy hitter. And so with the small batch, the single barrel, those were 100 proof. I think this is about 130. And so this is a glass of wow. Now, I think this is a great bourbon. It's almost perfect, but it does have this slight bitterness at the end. It smells great. It's almost perfect. I've heard some people say that this is a poor man's version of George T. Stagg. This, it's almost perfect. And so I would give this on a scale of 10, I would give it an 8.5. And so you get those fruit notes, you get lots of caramel, it's hot. I enjoy it. In fact, right after this video, I'm gonna step outside, have a glass of this, smoke a cigar, and enjoy the evening. This is next to perfect. And so if George T. Stagg is perfect, this is right next to it. This is the little brother. It's hot, lots of caramel. I wish it was maybe aged a little bit more. It is just a bottle of wow. It's so explosive. I like to think of this as a great Elijah Craig Barrel Proof. And so if Elijah Craig Barrel Proof was a little bit better, you would have this. And if George T. Stagg was a little bit less, you would have this. And so this is almost perfect. But this rounds out the lineup of E.H. Taylor that I've got on deck. I know they've got some others. They've got a rye and they've got some special warehouse edition, but this, the single barrel, the small batch, and the glass of wow, the barrel proof, rounds out what I've got for the E.H. Taylor lineup. We hope you enjoyed this video. Again, engage with this video, hit like, leave a comment, let me know what is your favorite from the E.H. Taylor lineup. Join this community, but most importantly, rise and grind.